Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Nathan, ELEMENTofFROST. Welcome back to another prediction / review video for The Walking Dead Season 5. Yes guys, that's right, there was a new trailer that came out a few days ago. It was actually called a Season 5 premiere trailer, Never Let Your Guard Down. Now it's about a 1-minute trailer, but it does have a wide variety of content inside of it. Some of it we've already seen, and some of it we haven't. But also, there's a really big part of it that we really haven't heard. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the trailer. Link is in the description below. Check that out. Come back here, and then listen to my little review / post-trailer prediction video. Alright, so here we go. In this trailer, like I said, we get to see a lot of the things we've already seen in previews, in sneak peeks, in the Walking Dead Season 5 SDCC trailer in itself. But what we don't really get to see in this trailer are a few tiny clips that are pretty badass and are really original to the comic book series. Okay, so if you guys haven't read the comic book series, you know, well, I guess if you haven't read it, you don't know, but if you have, you do know that there are characters in the comic book series that they encounter after the prison, after the governor attacks the prison, and they're called the Hunters, okay? And what happens, basically, they do get out of it after, you know, they start eating Dale and shit like that. It gets crazy, okay? It really does. But they do get out of it, and Rick does kill them all. You know, he turns into this psycho badass, you know, really cool Rick that basically, I guess, goes a little too far in the slate of the morality situation. You know, he kind of takes it rather serious. I mean, I would too. I just, you know, I might not cut off all their limbs and then, you know, kill them that way. But who knows? Who knows what I'd do in that type of situation. But anyways, in the comic book series, he basically says, he has a quote, you know, it's not over until they're all dead. You know, you don't get, they don't get to live. Rather, and in the series, in this trailer that just released a couple days ago, in the Never Let Your Guard Down trailer, he did say that quote. It was a quote directly from the comic book, and I'm very excited for it. So we guys, obviously we know that they get out of Terminus, you know, near the start of the season, probably the first episode anyways. It probably all takes place in the first episode, in all honesty. But they do get out of Terminus, clearly, and Rick's not done with them, you know. He's not just getting out and running away. He's getting out, and then he's trying to seek vengeance. Exactly what he done in the comic book, other than the fact that, you know, in the comic book, he wasn't really trapped or anything like that. He was really just fighting back against them in the first place. But yeah, they do clearly get out of there, and you know, he wants them to die. You know, that's what he says from the comic book. He says it's not over until they're all dead. They don't get to live. So through the rest of the trailer, the first of the trailer, basically, it shows him in Terminus. You know, Gareth is like, I hope you understand, we didn't want to hurt you. It was nothing personal. And Bob's saying, you know, you don't have to do this. Probably explaining about Washington and stuff like that. And, you know, basically, Rick says, you know, I'm going to kill you. He gives him fair warning, because I can almost guarantee that it will happen. I don't know if it'll happen in the first episode, or whether it's just going to be like kind of a hunt down, chase type thing through a couple episodes and stuff, you know, kind of tracking him down. I have a feeling Rick's going to go pretty far to make sure Gareth does not live, because he doesn't want Gareth to, you know, go somewhere, because he was the leader of Terminus. He doesn't want him to go somewhere and, you know, form a new group and have cannibals eating everybody else in the world other than Rick. But anywho, that's that. That's the starting of the trailer. Basically, they're all still trapped in Terminus, and near the middle of the trailer is where we start getting, you know, that original quote from the comic book that I was talking about, and where we start hearing Rick talking to Carl, which was pretty badass. So before all this happened, really, it was showing some footage of them, you know, presumably escaping from Terminus. You know, Rick had an AK in his hand at Terminus, and he was shooting at walkers. And Michonne and Carl will kind of double team in some walkers. Michonne actually somehow put her katana, you know, somehow double-ended her sheath and started stabbing the walkers and stuff. And Carl's holding the walkers and stuff. It was pretty cool, pretty badass. Can't wait to see what, you know, comes of that and stuff. So other than that, that's where we start to get, you know, into Rick and Carl kind of in that church area. and Rick basically, this is where the whole title from the trailer comes, Never Let Your Guard Down, because this is what Rick is telling Carl. And again, this is another quote, another segment, I guess, from the comic book series. Just what happened in the comic book, Rick sat Carl down and basically explained to him, you know, you never let your guard down. You know, no matter where you are, no matter what you think, you are not safe. And then he was like, never let your guard down. So that's basically where the trailer title came from, in all reality. So that's the review, basically, for the trailer. You know, we have that big explosion of walkers coming out, and, you know, they're on the move on the forest, and, you know, Rick's holding guns, and they're just fighting their way out. It looks like they're hunting down Gareth, possibly his friends, or something like that. So I don't think we're going to see a Gareth/Rick alliance, so that they can get to Washington like we did think in the Season 5 SDCC original trailer. Originally, we kind of, you know, was led to believe that Rick and Gareth's group were going to be kind of teaming together to get Eugene to Washington. And I just don't think that's going to be the case anymore. Unless, like I said, Gareth maybe turns on his group and, you know, maybe joins them or something. But I highly, highly doubt that, considering the evil looks he's giving Rick and everybody else in this trailer. Which, like I said, is pretty badass. So it's only about a minute long. It's actually exactly a minute long. Probably even less than that because of the outro that AMC uses on the AMC YouTube channel. But if you guys are interested, definitely go check it out. Like I said before, link is in the description below. So yeah, I'm going to get into a few predictions on what I think is going to happen during the Season 5 premiere. Like I said, this trailer is all on the Season 5 premiere. It literally has premiere in the title. So whether or not it all happens in the premiere, or whether or not, you know, maybe some of it will, and then maybe some in the next episode or something like that, who knows? But predictions basically go as follows. So Season 5 premiere, I think they're going to get out of Terminus. Carol's going to come some way and kind of do that whole walker screening process of, you know, putting blood all over her face, all over her body, stuff like that, and kind of being able to walk through walkers and stuff like that. So I do think that's going to happen. And I do think she's going to lead a herd of walkers, which clearly we've seen a herd of walkers in this trailer and the last, that they're actually fighting off in Terminus. So I have a feeling they're going to use the walkers to their advantage, but also they have to be very careful not to get bitten and stuff like that. So that's why Rick is also fighting the walkers as well. But I do think that's what's going to lead him out of there, is Carol. And then I think, obviously, Rick's going to forgive her. Obviously, he's going to notice Tyrese forgived her for killing Karen and David in Season 4. Rick's going to forgive her as well. And also, I think he's going to forgive her basically because she's taking care of his daughter, which he thought was dead for about half a season now. So that sucks for him. But it also will be great because he's going to get to see his daughter, and he's going to get his son and everybody else that he cares about and loves out of Terminus, out of that crazy-ass place before they get eaten. So, yeah, like I said, I do think they're going to get out of Terminus in the first episode. And I do think they're going to go to that whole church thing. Rick's going to maybe have his talk with Carl, you know, saying, you are never safe, never let your guard down. Whether or not we're going to see it all, like the explosions and everything like that, well, that's kind of hard to tell. You know, there might be some sort of a fight between Rick's group and Gareth's group, and maybe that's what will happen on the road when they're chasing him down, or, you know, something like that. It's kind of hard to say because, like I said, we haven't really seen a constant stream of footage. We've more or less seen footage broken up into pieces at different times. So, if you know what I mean, like, one part of the trailer could be something that happens at the end of the episode, and one part of the trailer could be something, the end part of the trailer could be something that happens at the start or something. You know, it's all mixed up. It's not time-wise or anything like that, so we don't really know exactly what's going to happen or where that explosion happens or anything like that. But I do presume it's maybe a fight while getting out of Terminus, or, like I said, hunting them down somewhere. And, you know, Rick's going to be seeking vengeance. Whether or not he's going to get in the premiere, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. He is going to be most likely saying that, you know, they don't get to live. You know, that quote from the comic book, most likely going to be saying that in the premiere. You know, like I said, whether or not he's probably going to kill a mass of them. But in the comic book, he went so far with the main character of the Hunters, like the leader of the Hunters. He went so far as to basically, you know, holding him down on a table, chopping off his limbs, stuff like that. And it got really dark, and pretty damn cool. So I can't wait to see if that's gonna make it into the TV show. I highly doubt it will. But there's gonna be some sort of, maybe camera cutaway or something like that, and you hear him screaming, or, they'll probably lead us to presume, or they could go all out and, include that maybe in the episode. I don't know. Walking Dead, it does have some leniency on TV. Whether or not it'll get it for that part, again, who knows? It's obviously up to the network. But it definitely probably will be, in a deleted scene or something. In the Blu-ray or DVD pack when that comes out for Season 5. So that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to hit the video up with a like, to share it around with your friends. Like I said before, trailer link is in the description below if you guys haven't seen it yet. It's about a minute long. And yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Alright guys, it's the 11th of fucking September. That means 1 month until the Season 5 premiere, The Walking Dead, October 12th. I can't wait. Can you? Alright guys, later.